am I right now? So I'm about, I think, 57 or 58 days in to a 90-day 6 to 6 fast. So I am dying. Yeah, it just gets really intense at this point. I guess I'm just very tired permanently. Every day, like 3 hours before I can eat, I just get super hungry, no matter how much I eat. The hours before that I can eat during night. Whether I eat in the morning, 5 o'clock before work, or whatever, I'm still just always hungry those last 3 hours. It's crazy. Like I said, I'm always tired. I can't do anything physical pretty much. Still have to go to work, which is okay because my work isn't physical, but it's still hectic. Funny thing I've realized in this fast is that I have a very limited, how can I say it, limited amount of energy for talking to people, especially like on WhatsApp. Like I'll start a conversation, like I was actually starting a conversation just like a few minutes ago, maybe an hour, and then all of a sudden I'm just like, nope, I don't want to talk to people anymore, because if it's not spiritual, it's not feeding me. And if something's not feeding me, I literally feel like I'm dying. And I guess it also makes you very sensitive to the way people say things. I mean, I have a lot of friends and I care about all of them. I love all of them. But, with all people, they kind of have a tendency, you understand? Some people tend to complain a bit more. Other people tend to moan a bit more. Other people, like, always play victim in every situation. Other people always criticize people. Like, for example, you're talking to someone and then they start criticizing someone else. At least I don't have a lot of friends like that, but it's still frustrating. Other people are like stuck in fear, for example. So they always mention things that make them fearful. Like, I didn't do this because of this. I didn't go there because of this. This didn't happen because of this. And then I'm like, but what your excuse is in your head, basically. So, yeah. Anyway, like I said. And then I have other people who I can have spiritual conversations with. I think at this point it also, I won't say it puts me off, but when I have a decent conversation with someone, I feel it kind of leads towards ministry, and then that makes me feel tired, because now that is draining me. I'm literally at a place where I'm struggling to minister, even though I'm almost permanently in the word, but I always feel tired, which is just crazy. Physically, spiritually, mentally, like just everything. And like I said, like I was talking to our other friend today, and he's going through a bit of a hard time. So I told him, like, we can catch up on a call, which is cool. Like, I want to help him, I want to support. But that, yet again, it's a lot of energy. So all of the spiritual food I'm taking in just to feed myself, like with the word, worship, everything, to give that out in this stage is very difficult, because I'm literally living off of that. My body's not getting enough nutrition the hours that I'm eating to fully survive, if it makes sense. So I'm literally living off of the word, which is amazing, I have to say. I guess on the other end, what I have to add is that the word and revelation is just getting amazing. It's like so deep right now. I believe like my spiritual connection is also a lot deeper. I think I'm just used to it now because I'm so into it, but I'm pretty sure when I break the fast, I'm gonna be like, dang, there was stuff I needed to do back then, or I wanted to do. Because like I said, the spiritual realm is just, it's so close to me, if it makes sense. It's literally like a door, like a veil, like a window, like a curtain that I can literally just pull back and walk through, which is awesome. But like I said, the physical is terrible. Like I said, I can't interact with people, I can't communicate. Even going out, if I go to the shops, it's like a few minutes. I can't be in a public place for too long. Firstly, Holy Spirit just wants to connect sometimes to everybody. It's So that's why I'm a little careful for public places. But on the other end, just the practical of walking like through a mall, like yeah, it's just not gonna happen. It's too much. Can't walk through a mall right now. It's too much energy. And like I said, anything that's not spiritual, like you just lose interest. Um, Even sweets, I'll be honest, like sweets is a bit of a thing because on this type of fast, I can eat sweets. And usually when I do 6 to 6, I do Daniel fast, so it's only fruits and vegetables. But obviously, because it's such extended period of time, I'm like, I have to eat whatever I can because I know like red meat about 2 weeks in, and I will start craving. It feels like sugar. It literally feels like you're craving sugar, but you're actually craving red meat. And yeah, the other thing is also, yeah, like I said, so then on this fast I can eat sweets, but sweets is also terrible because the next day I just feel worse. I get hungry earlier. I feel like a lot less energy the next day. Yeah, it's just crazy. Like sweets is terrible, but for some reason you want to lean towards sweets because I guess it's like word or sweets. But even these many days in, after a while, you almost get tired of the word, if it makes sense, because you have so much word. I mean, the other day I read the Bible for almost 10 hours straight, and I did almost all the epistles. I did almost the entire New Testament in one session, besides the Gospels, the Book of Acts, and Book of Revelations, obviously. I think I skipped Romans as well, even though it is a epistle. But yeah, pretty much all the other ones I did in one day, 10 hours of reading, plus minus, maybe more, maybe less. But yeah, and then even after that, you're like, dang, I just read so much, like, I'm not in the mood to read anymore. Even though you still have to, otherwise you're starving. But yeah, I guess that's just kind of like where I am right now, so yeah. And like I said, ministry's been going good. There's 2 people I ministered to, and God really pitched up powerfully, which is amazing. But yet again, the ministry leaned towards deliverance. It actually went into deliverance, and yeah, deliverance just cannot be done in 2 hours, no matter how good you are. 2 hours is just not enough. And the problem with deliverance is to get a person to come back is almost impossible because the enemy then immediately starts interfering. So yeah, so that's a problem I'm having right now. Obviously, people as well, people in your team, they will always fight each other and there will be divisions and stuff. It's just crazy, especially with deliverance ministry. So it's difficult. Like, it's very difficult, and there is a solution. I just don't know what it is right now. But yeah, I think I should just stick with myself. My mental state. Where's my mental state? I think my mental state is good. I think it's very clear. I've been reading a lot of other books, a lot of like, I don't want to say self-help books, but educational books, like personal growth books, a lot about finances, a lot about talking to people, business books. So I've been reading a lot of different things, and I have seen that feeding my mind also helps. It's kind of like all these years I've been feeding my spirit and I've been neglecting my mind, because I think the only thing I used to do back in the day was play games, and that does stimulate your mind, but it doesn't feed it, if it makes sense. So it's also kind of interesting because it's kind of like my brain has such a hunger for that stimulation, because it used to get 8 hours of stimulation, problem solving basically, because that's what a game is. Any computer game, PlayStation game, it's problem solving, right? And the better you get at the game, the faster you can solve problems. But it's actually crazy because I'm thinking I want to like do a bit of research about it, but I'm sure there must be at least like hundreds, if not thousands, of problems that you solve per session of playing games. I mean, pressing buttons and moving your character and stuff, many things like that. Those are problems that you're solving, basically, things your brain has been wired to do. And then obviously we get the big ones like the wins or whatever. Like I said, probably hundreds of processes that you need to go through your mind. So like I said, so on the one end, my brain is so used to 8 hours of stimulation, but on the other end, I never really read a book or anything. So it's kind of like my brain was neglected in that area, but it still got used to the stimulation, problem solving. So, and I have to say I have to say that's something that I also saw that I'm carrying around. It's like this problem solving thing, because I just look at things different. Like people, I don't know, just look at things and I'm like, no, like here's the solution, and they're like, how did you even get that? Because I'm like, in my mind there's always a solution, and problem with people who struggle with getting solutions is in their mind they already made it up, like this is the way we do it, like there's no other way. And my brain just doesn't work like that. I've realized that, which is a good thing, but I've also realized sometimes connecting with people, it makes it difficult because I think so much different than other people. But yeah, but now, like I said, so now that I started reading books, I'm really getting into it. I'm enjoying reading. I can read so long, like I said, like 10 hours straight. I don't know if it was straight. I think it was a gap in between, but pretty much straight because, like I said, I was starving, so I needed food, spiritual food. But yeah, so like I said, so reading the other books, learning things, it really helps. I feel like as soon as I feed my brain, my mind, with something new, learn something new, I really feel like charged up for the day. And I really feel good about myself and like what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna attempt. So that is also very interesting to see, like maybe I've been neglecting my mind for so long that that was like the main key I actually just needed to feed, because everything else seems to be balanced. I mean, I don't exercise a lot, but I do jog occasionally, and I'm working on eating better. So like soups, like I crave a lot of soup lately. I think it's this fast, but yeah, broccoli and spinach soup with, I think it's like a creamy mix or sauce or whatever. I don't know, but yeah, it's just amazing. And tomato soup, I crave tomato soup. So I don't know what is in tomatoes or in broccoli and spinach, but I just crave all of it. I should actually get myself some more. And like I said, I'm trying to stay away from sweets. Sweets are kind of repulsive, but I still want them as well. Like I can't eat a lot of them, but I'm also like downscaling. So I'm eating more like biscuits and frozen yogurt instead of chocolates and ice cream, which I think is also good. It doesn't give you like that immediate sugar kick. And I think that is what people kind of get addicted to, or what they crave is that sugar kick. But for me right now, as soon as I get that sugar kick, it feels like somebody kicked me in the head. And sometimes I even start getting headaches. So, which is a good thing. It means I need to scale down. But yeah, but like I said, I think my mental space is good. I'm not interacting with a lot of people, even though I kind of want to. But I also don't get to places where there are new people, especially, which I think is good because it does seem like my body wants to use that as an escape. But the idea of fasting is like just staying where you are, like doing what you need to do, read the Bible, praise and worship, praying. Yeah, just doing it, sticking to it. Ministry, I think as well. I don't know if you're supposed to minister while you're fasting because, like I said, it's so draining. But I guess maybe it is also helping growing my spirit, stretching my spirit a bit. So yeah. But anyway, I kind of feel like that is it for now. So yeah.